is okay. So Wimby, he made a statement. He said he'd been looking at all the past number one players, number one picks, and what their impact was, and he's trying to be better than the people that came before him. So my question to you is not really more about Wimby, but what do you think is uh, a realistic standard for a number one pick, and what do you think is a unrealistic standard for a number one pick?
Well, I mean, just as far as him saying he want to be
Far
better,
as the impact, far as the impact.
he
Not talking about Wimby. Not talking about Wimby. This is not about Wimby.
just
It's
any
about just the
number one pick.
impact of a number one pick. Realistically, what do you think impact should be for number one pick? Realistically and unrealistically. So this your
So
fantasy, what you think?
I mean, obviously you want somebody who the fans like look at as like somebody special they can get behind, buy their jerseys and stuff, all of that. So if if they got some type of personality with them, that would be great. You know what I'm saying? Something the fans can get behind. But outside of that, you got a ball. So it kind of go back to like what we talked about the other day. Like what I'm saying, like a lot of people who won rookie of the year average like 20 points. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you talking about you want to be better than them, so that means you're trying to average more than 20 points your first season. You know what I'm saying? So like, and then a lot of big men, you know what I'm saying? Uh I ain't really showing the rebound numbers, but he got to be looking at those. Like, all right, what's a lot of the star rookie big man? Like what rebounds he putting up? So you got to put up a certain amount of number. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, depend on your position, because if it's a guard rookie, since you said we're not talking about Wimby, if it's a guard rookie, your assist got to be up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's like the main thing is you got to be a star to get behind. And for you to be a star to get behind, the first thing they're going to look at is your points. If they're not looking at your points, you better do something else exceptionally well. Whether that's play defense, pass the ball extremely well, rebound extremely well. Like, you better do something extremely well if you ain't giving at least 20 points. You know what I'm saying? So that I think that's what you got to do.
So what's your unrealistic for a number one pick? Let's say he's a very hype pick. He come in with a very lot of hype. Fans are buzzing. They want to buy tickets. What do you expect from that type of number one pick?
What you mean exactly?
Unrealistic, like unrealistically, like it's hypothetical. Like they got to win Rookie of the Year. They got to go All Star. They got to make the All Star team. They got to make first team. They got to go to the playoffs. They got to win a chip.
Like only unrealistic on the upside.
Yeah, on the upside. On the upside.
I mean, for somebody coming in with a gang of hype, yeah, you would want them win rookie of the year. You would want them to probably you want them win rookie of the year, average over 20, probably like 25. Really, you want to see something special. So you're gonna want rookie of the year, 25 points. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna want whatever. If they're guard, you're gonna want a gang of assists. If they're a big man, you want a gang of rebounds and some blocks. You know what I'm saying? And probably want him getting to the dunk contest or the 3-point contest, something like that. Take one of them dubs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard for rookies to make All Star games, so I ain't gonna say that. But
So let me ask you this. Let's say the guy comes in with a lot of hype, but statistically, he's not living up to the hype that people thought he would have. But the team is winning. He's impacting the team by winning. Maybe hustle. He's good locker room. He shows up early. Do you consider? Would you still consider him a bust because statistically he's not living up to the hype that was set above him? Is it about stats or is it about like impact winning?
it's
As
it's
far
about
as when people look at a bust,
it's about both. Cause like remember when Zoe first came in, they looking at his scoring and his shooting like, oh, we could use a little bit more. But at the same time, he running the team, he getting assists, he getting rebounds. You know what I'm saying? And then when you start to realize, okay, now his points are slowly going up as he's still getting these assists and rebounds, like, and he playing defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, okay, like, so if somebody just filling up the stat sheet. They playing hard. They playing defense. They impacting the team. The team doing good, but maybe they points ain't as up to par as people expected. Like that's cool because he might still just be adjusting to the game. You know what I'm saying? To the new league game that he playing in. So
Okay. So and on the downside, what I don't want to use his name, but let's use his name, Wimby, right? What would you consider a bust for him, or just anybody of that type of like higher caliber hype? What do you consider would be a bust for him?
let's use him.
Not this
Nah,
total 3 years.
let's use him. If he putting a 10-7 and like a block and a half, he a bust. 10-7 and a block and a half, he a bust. Cause that's not a number one pick. You know what I'm saying? Now he might get better down the line, but nah, all of this, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. 10, 10
So
7,
okay.
7, nah. For Wimby, that's a
So with a prospect like that, let's say rookie contract is what I think like supposed to be 3-4 years. So let's say them 3 years he averaged at 10 whatever that you said, right? Would you give up on him, or would you keep him and see if that fourth year he finally turns into something? Or you seen enough consistency for them 3 years to know that he'll never live up to the hype?
nah, I'm gonna keep him his whole rookie contract. I'm gonna keep him his whole rookie contract and see how he is by the end of it. You know what I'm saying? With like, if I'm the coach or the GM, whatever, like we trying to put him in the best positions, do the best things for him to grow. So like we doing that this whole time. So if during this whole process we doing it and he ain't improving, by the time we get to that last contract year, it's gonna be like we gonna know our decision. It's gonna be either he's staying or like because he got better, or all right, we're gonna ship him out. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna say nothing bad about him if we ship him out because we're gonna try and get something back from him. Like, yeah, he's really improving. He just doesn't like the weather out here in San Antonio, so we gotta like, you know what I'm saying? Like, tell him some bull, like, get him out of here.
And let me ask you another thing. If Kevin Durant went number one, right? What you think his expectations would have been? You think they would have been higher than what he already came into the league with, or
Nah,
would it went even more through the roof? Him being a number one pick.
it was to me, it would have been the same because he was arguably number one. It was just team preference. It was just team preference. You know what I'm saying? He was 1 or 2 the whole year. He gonna be 1 or 2, Greg Oden or KD. You know what I'm saying? So like it was just team preference.
So it would have been no added pressure him going like number one in.
I don't think so.
Okay. So really, so maybe picks 1 through 2 to 3 is no. It's the same type of pressure for them top three picks.
Nah, because so sometimes automatically he go on one. You know what I'm saying? So the pressure on one is different than 2 and 3. But if it's like you don't know who's gonna go 1 or 2, you know what I'm saying? Like the team with the first pick, like they not even too sure. That pressure for 1 and 2 pretty much the same.
Okay.
3 is usually always a little different. 3 usually got a little less pressure. So if they come in balling, they looking crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? They looking good.
So basically, what we saying for Fox Sports Media that impact is you got to have some type of impact as a rookie, as a number one pick.
Oh
We
yeah.
can conclude with that.
For
Major impact or some type of impact.
either impact on the team, like as far as play, impact on the culture of that city, or both. Gotta have, you know what I'm saying? The city gotta stand behind you, the team gotta stand, somebody gotta stand behind you. You gotta have some type of impact.
So now I'm gonna say this. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back to this one because I want to. What's your top 5 most impactful number one picks? But we're gonna say that for a whole episode.
Because I can't
We're
even
gonna say that for a whole
do that
episode.
off top.
We're gonna say that for a whole episode. But no, that was the take for the day. As far as number one player having impact, and Wimby saying that he's trying to outdo